Is it gone live yet? Okay, there we go. So this is part 2 of the dream journal reading. The first few ones was a... Hang on, let me just close the window. There we go, because it's quite noisy. So we're just going to jump straight into it, and I've got my freaking drink. No, wait a sec. Okay, so let's jump into the first dream, which is the 22nd of January 2015. Wait, is this the first? Yeah, well, it's the second one actually, but the first one ain't that interesting. So, okay, the parts I do remember. I remember seeing game footage of Sonic Extreme in the Ice Zone, but it was a city theme. Well, it had a city theme to it because I wrote it wrong. Mum bought me what she believed was a game, but it was actually Sonic Extreme data. I was going to show Ches some footage of the game, but he wasn't paying attention to me. I was watching the Cleveland show. Rallo was in some sort of competition, and Donna is... actually, let's just open it out. Whatever. Forcing him to participate, but Rallo then swore at her. That's the only two parts I remember. What was this one again? I can't remember which ones. I think they were mostly good, but what's this? Oh yeah, this one has a really weird description. Like, I'm going to skip the first one because that's just a bit boring. So I was in the classroom. I'm not sure where, but I felt like it was my second college. My front tooth felt wobbly. I looked in a mirror to see if it was okay, but it got worse and it fell out. It really hurt, and I started crying in front of the class. I don't remember seeing any blood or anything. I was in a room and I saw a fursuit. This is a different part of the dream. I saw a fursuit head near my bed. I was wondering why it was there, as it was not my persona. I quickly realised the maker sent it to me to try out a fursuit head. I tried it on, and the vision was superb, like no mesh was there. It was super heavy and large. I thought, how can someone else keep this on their shoulders? I then realised that I had to send the head to the owner, because it's like someone, like a maker sent it to me to try out, and I had to go send it to them, like the customer. But I had to think how to do it, and what would the owner think if they knew I had the head for a bit? Oh yeah, I just remembered that part of the dream. What? Like, it felt like time has passed. I actually wrote that. I was in my room again. I was looking at my inflatable guitar on the wall. I noticed my brother walked by with his friend. His friend took the inflatable guitar from my wall, and it made me cry. My brother told him off in my defence. I cried because I'm sick and tired of people picking on me, even if it's playful. My brother yelled at his friend very loudly, and he left. I asked my brother if the yelling ruined their friendship, but he said that they can patch things up later. He then took me to Tesco's for some retail therapy. Wait, was this before he got a car? Because I put that he had a car in the dream, But does that imply that he didn't have a car at the time? Because this was 5 years ago. I don't know. Oh, this was on the 24th of January, by the way, 2015. I was then in another car. I remember seeing Ollie Mers in a video whilst in the car. I was on the landing strip that was a Super Mario Kart course. I was then racing. The end. Or to end, as I put it. To end. This one I don't remember, but it has a really strange description. Wait, actually, let me just oh, there it is. Gosh, this camera's just not very good. Hang on, I need to blow my nose real quick. I've got hay fever again. It's been like really bad this. Well, not really bad, just extremely bad. Or just, oh crap! I should have muted the microphone. Sorry about that. Anyways, so this was on the 3-month gap. The 18th of April. I was playing Sonic Heroes. Instead of the usual teams, I was playing one of the characters along with 2 other people. Also like a 3-player game. I forgot to mention that I watched the intro before, because intro then the game. I watched the intro before playing. The intro had gameplay footage rather than an animated cutscene. The levels are completely different to the actual game. The levels consisted mostly of floating platforms. I could see the platforms as they appear. I could see the platforms appear as they load. Sorry. I knew that these levels in the intro are all from the beta. There were Chow hopping around the stage, which made me able to tell it was a beta version of the game. And FYI, there are no Chow, I think, at all in the game except for like cheese and chocolate. But it's like in my dream I had this fake memory, like the beta version of Sonic Heroes had Chow in it. It's like, oh my gosh, it's weird. I was playing on a level that's near to the final stage. There was this big drop and it made my belly go funny. The level was like a hallway in someone's house, as it was decorated with wallpaper. At the bottom of the drop, there was another rail to go back up. Oh, okay. I'm gonna skip that bit. Wait, what's this one? Okay, this bit's a bit strange. Then I was in a place that had a white square structures. I can't write in the morning. There were pregnant ponies, and one of them was Derper, one of the fan favourite ponies. I don't know the other pony. The other pony was an orangey colour with black streaks in her mane. The pregnant ponies were hostile for some reason, but Twilight Sparkle turned the orange pony into a human, like in Equestria Girls. She wasn't hostile anymore, as if the transformation is what she wanted. It's just, why were they pregnant? That's so strange. And then I noted that I saw a picture of fursuiters, but I don't remember what the image was for. Oh yeah, this one. I definitely remember this stream. So this one, the 27th of April. The first thing I remember was me going to a game store, and it had tons of amoeba-like figures. They were all characters from other games. I saw one that was a figure of Casty the Rabbit. That's my old Sonic character. Like the fan characters, not Samantha the Hedgehog. I didn't think anything of it, as Kirsty is one of... Oh, I even noted that she's an FC of mine. And I think I spilled water on his page or something. It bothers me. I presume that I've given the company permission to use her. I was on a rail above the What? A rail above the the figures, and I was then playing a game. The opening cutscene was telling a story about a man who was turned into a bloody pulp, literally, from an experiment. What was this one? It went along the lines that someone was stretching his face and his body stretching his face and his body began to devour itself. He was a bloody mush, and the pile was just ate itself. Oh my gosh, I feel like I just kind of remembered that dream. Like, I didn't remember this part until now. Oh my gosh. It's that last part. Oh no. I just remember this other really weird dream. Like, this really creepy ass dream. Like, when I was a freaking child, it scared the hell out of me. Because I don't remember what happened, like, before the dream. But the thing, I did not remember this until now as well. What was it? Some guy was like, he was like stung by something, or he was like poisoned, and then his body just began to like vanish, like something invisible was eating him. I can't describe it, because it's like his flesh went away first, and then his organs started to vanish, and his skeleton was completely gone. And I was just there like, and I was really young when this dream happened. Oh my gosh. So that, oh my gosh. But this part is not as graphic or anything. The next part was me in a new school or something, and the first two people I met were a couple of young anime teenagers. Like, they actually look like anime characters. Hang on, I need a drink. Bloody hell. Dude, I completely forgot about that dream until now. I think I had that dream when I was like between 8 or 12. Like, somewhere around there, very young. So anime teenagers, one of them was outgoing, let's call him extrovert, and the other was a calm-looking nerd-like person, let's call him nerd. Extrovert was welcoming to me and was happy to have me around, while nerd was just neutral. After a while, Ned said to me that if I look at him again, he will kill me because he doesn't like to be looked at. Strangely, I was okay with this, and so was extrovert. I tried to keep my eyes closed, but it was really hard. I had no idea. Why? I guess I forgot to put why on the end. I went home, opening my eyes after leaving Ned's presence, went through a neighbourhood that's like a crossover of Beaumont Leys and Anissa's old, I guess their old place. I got my long sock and tied it around my eyes like a blindfold. I was around Nerd with the blindfold. I managed to see through it a little bit and saw Nerd for a quick moment. I was hoping that he didn't know, but lucky for me, he didn't. I think I saw him with a sheep or something. Then I remember walking down a street with a crowd of people. At some point in the dream, I was then in a Dungeons and Dragons like place, looking at figurines of dragons and other characters. The place was like a nerd convention. I remember the colour orange for some reason. I think the display cases frames were orange. I remember seeing a big dragon figure the most. Don't know how big it was, but I was in an outside area, unsure if it was outside the figurine shop. I remember seeing Sableye popping out of the window. The scene was dark at night time, but lit up by the house lights. That's quite strange. Okay, that's a random detail on the end there. I'm surprised I didn't wake up at that weird, like, bloody pulper experiment game part. Wait, let me just see how much I've got left. Um, just a few more pages, but I don't know. I think this is a good one, because it involves. Actually, let me just read it out. So this one's from somewhere in May 2015. I forgot which day. I was at an Ollie Murs concert. The concert hall was like an old hall from the 1700s. There was a person on every seat cheering for Ollie. I was sitting high up so I can see Ollie in the audience. I don't remember what song he was singing. He then ended the concert. After, when most of the audience left, he offered everyone autographs. I jumped from the platform and... Gosh, that's like very far. I jumped from the platform and ran in front of a young boy and made a beeline for Ollie. So it's like I just jumped in front of the kid and just be like, ha ha ha, I'm going fast. Or something like that. I tried to give him my comic, but I didn't have it with me. That's something I gotta show in a sec. I didn't have it with me. I gave him a paper with a pencil drawing. I left the hall disappointed because I didn't have my comic. I was backstage waiting for Ollie Murs. This time I had my comic ready. This time, like word for word I wrote. Backstage was outside, in a park pathway. There was a black metal fence separating the path and the dressing room. So it's like, let me set the environment. So you got like the walking path there, like for the public to use, and then you got like a pathway from like the concert hall to the dressing room, and it goes outside for some reason. So that's what just explain the environment a bit there. I saw Ollie walk by, and then I got his attention. I asked him for an autograph. He didn't seem. He seemed like he didn't want to, but did so anyways. I gave him my comic, but he signed the wrong side of the paper. I kept telling him to sign the front cover. He did in the end. When he went to the dressing room, I ran to my family screaming with joy because of the autograph on my comic. Yeah, I gotta show the comic after this. After doing this, I didn't get a chance to show him my version of him as a Sonic character, which I've actually done. So I had to quickly show it to Ollie as he's leaving. He saw the picture that was on a cup for some reason, and liked. I didn't put the picture on a cup, by the way, and liked it. He left through the door, and I felt sad that he left. I woke up. Oh, poor Sam. Just. I think that's a boring dream. Hang on, I saw another dream of Ollie Murs. Oh my gosh! Wait, so I remember being outside, yet in a building. I was passing by a junior classroom. Through the door's window, I saw Ollie Murs. I wasn't sure at first, but then I recognised him. He was visiting the class for some reason. I stared at him, hoping he would notice me. He looked through the door as well and saw me. He made a hand gesture, saying to come in. I went into the classroom. The next thing I remember is me and him sitting on the floor. I was looking for my comic book, but the comics I pulled out from my folder. Wait, what? But the comics I pulled out of my folder, I remember seeing it in my pink bag. Were different, right? I even pulled out a Family Guy comic. The front cover had the guys on it. They were talking in the street. For some reason, I couldn't find my comic. Ollie signed one of the comics while I tried to find the one I was looking for. The signature was more squiggly than his actual signature. I even realised it in my dream. When I woke up, I was thinking about the autograph from Ollie, but I realised it was just a dream and yelled out and yelled out loud. I think I might have cursed. So I even got mad when I was when I woke up. Thanks, past me, for putting that little extra note right there, because otherwise I would have forgot. Hang on. I got sick. Oh, I'm very tired. Okay, so this one I remember. I was having an ordinary dream at a strange location that was like a crossover of an airport and a shopping centre, which is quite normal because airports have shops. It was night time. I don't remember much of the beginning. I remember being bored, like something like that, to quote myself. I don't remember how I realised I was dreaming, but something tipped me off, and then I realised that I was dreaming. When I realised I was dreaming, the scenery didn't change, but then I shouted, "Clarity now," and a couple times, and everything became vivid. Why did I put these arrows there? I ran through the crowd. I saw the crowd of people more clearly, and the colours of the building were more colourful. I was then in a strip that had shops in it. I remember seeing a couple friends from school. I think I've been to the shops spawning lots of money to spend. I think that I was in the clothes shop, but I don't remember very well. I do remember going to a toy shop and were looking through the stock. I saw one toy that I planned to buy. Even though I knew that I was dreaming, I didn't nick the toy from the shop. If I did, I'd probably be in trouble with the Dream Police XD. That's when the lucid part ends. I don't want to write down the next part, because if I didn't wake up sooner, the dream might have turned into a nightmare. Oh yeah, I don't want to talk about that, to be honest. That's not something I want to talk about. Hang on. Yeah, so let me just do this real quick. So now there's a nice shadow right there. What's this one? I'm just making sure, because Cadbury's chocolate. Gosh, look how messy my handwriting is. Like, it's just disgraceful. Gosh, my handwriting looks terrible. Wait, what date was the other dream? The 24th of May. So, okay, let's just try this one. I was sitting in the living room on my laptop or something. Gosh, this was when I had my laptop. In front of me, but it was like, oh, damn it, I skipped the wrong line. Or something. I've noticed my friend standing in front of me, but it was like she appeared out of nowhere. I asked her how she got in. I don't remember the answer. I looked at the front door and it was open. I thought that I didn't hear her or something, so I let it slide. There is a third person too, but I don't have a clue who she is. I suddenly remembered that the oven's hob was still on, so I rushed to the kitchen and tried to think of what to do, as I thought that the intense heat of the hob can burn down the house. I was looking for some food to put on the frying pan, but the only food there was something Dad put aside for a party. I then saw the hob fire blazing. It was reaching the ceiling like it was on maximum settings. I remember going through a shop in the chocolate section. I thought that I should do a quick reality check, and for some reason I tried to do the nose trick, but it failed and didn't achieve lucidity. I do remember seeing Cadbury's chocolate on the shelf. There we go, that's the... oh yeah, and also the nose trick is when you pinch your nose in your dream and like you try and breathe, like in reality you're just like